money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's the way to hit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A first down carry for Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's again to Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Lawletta. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Gallman. And a short gain here down to the 22. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. 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 Over. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down. That's Grant. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The pitch goes to Barkley. Room here to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
This is Gallman. And some room to roll now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
The toss out to Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The handoff to Barkley. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Patriot! Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. The 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Gone!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson from 13 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this is now a 1-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 59 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Gallman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Goldman will run it, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Leopard! Gone!
They'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Watching now, Barney, Barney! Over!
On the run, it's Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Watching now, Barney, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. And it's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked on by Landon Collins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin with a run by Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So out now come the Redskins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Geis with a carry on 2nd down, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And that's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Loletta now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now it's Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And the tip there altered the ball flight and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Gone!
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty. And